Right, guys, this is Liam back again for week 1 of the APL Season 2. This week I'm facing Ben and the Edmonton Aegislash. As you can see here, Ben has a very good team except for one shitty little mon right here. Everything else is very good. I'm a bit confused about the Mercury, why he drafted him, but it's his choice. And the main mons that I was scared of before going into the match. I thought he would bring Lando T because it's one of the obvious ones. I didn't know if he would bring a Mega. Didn't know if he would bring the Gengar. I thought Necrozma might have showed up, but I don't know. As you can see, here's the two teams. I didn't have Latios, and I didn't have Aerodactyl. I had Tornadus Incarnate, and I forget the other one. Because I forget my Mega because I never used it, so I think it was Sceptile. And as we go into our squad, the first mon I decided to bring is Galvantula. Galvantula was my answer to Landorus and a couple of mons that were fast that I was able to take out. Volt switched anything bar Landorus and the Piloswine I can swap out and go into something better if I decided to. HP Ice for the Landorus. Only for the Landorus, not really anything else needed for. Thunder, because it would do damage to nearly every mon bar the immune ones. And Bug Buzz just to do damage to the Greninja, try and one-shot it. And just damage to other mons altogether, like Gengar and all that. Up next I have Excadrill. I brought a Focus Sashed Excadrill this week. Sandrush, Swords Dance, Earthquake, Iron Head and Shadowclaw. I just wanted it to be a sweeper, try and finish it off the game, and try and do what it did to last season's winner. But we'll find out how it done. And then next I have the Hippowdon holding the Smooth Rock to make sure the sand I don't have to panically go into Excadrill. I have time, I can swap into other mons, Ice Fang for the Landorus, Earthquake for everything else, and Slack Off to gain health back. My mixed defense Cofagrigus I thought was kind of scummy to bring. I'm sorry that I brought, but it was one of my only answers to win the game. I brought Lumberry just in case he wanted to Toxic it, if he wanted to paralyze it. I thought that was the best idea. I didn't want to bring leftovers or anything like that. And then Shadow Ball did damage to every single mon, didn't matter who it was. Then next, I brought Tornadus, and I made the same mistake again. What happened was I only had 3 moves. This time I didn't have Tailwind. I felt like it would have been different if I had the Tailwind, because I have Defog, Hurricane, and Heatwave. With the Flying Z, Flying Z did damage to every mon, did more than half to every mon bar, I think, the Piloswine. So I was happy to have brought the Tornadus and just hit like a truck. And then my final mon was the Assault Vest Hariyama. I was hoping that I could get a Guts boost. I didn't want to bring a Thick Fast because I was thinking that there wasn't many fire or ice type moves that would do that much damage to me, and if I got the boost I could just do damage. I probably should have brought Bullet Punch on this mon, but what can you do? I just brought Ice Punch, Close Combat, Earthquake and Knock Off. And as we go into the game here, you can see I didn't really predict many of the mons that fucking Whimsacott came, so I'm a bit pissed off at that. So I knew what I wanted to kill in this game. So as we go into the game, I lead off with my Galvantula. He led off with his Greninja, and I clicked Bug Buzz. Didn't realize, and then realized he was sashed, so he was able to U-turn out into his, I think, Landorus. I then swapped into my Hippowdon to get the sand up, which wasn't really the smartest move because he was actually a special Landorus, so he did more than half. I had to think on my feet, trying to think if he was scarfed. My initial think was he was still scarfed, so I decided to go into my Tornadus, and he then tried to Earth Power again, trying to get the kill, but I got him in, and I just saw I need to hit a move, I need to hit hard, so I decided to use my Z move. And I think I was very lucky that he went into a strong one that was Volcanion. So I was able to hit the Z move and do a huge chunk of damage. And then I swapped out into my Hariyama, and he went for the flame charge. I think he might have thought I was thick fat, but that didn't really matter. So I got the damage off. He got the damage off, but then he tried to knock me out, but he didn't. And then he realized I was Assault Vest, and I knocked off his Assault Vest because I knew if he wasn't Assault Vest, that would have killed no bother. He then went into his Pile of Swine and he got the kill. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to bring in my Tornadus to risk any ice moves, so I then took my opportunity to go into the Cofagrigus. I then decided to set up on this one because he couldn't. I didn't think he could do anything to me. On the retrospect, I think I should have Calm Mind again before doing my next move, but he also got a bit lucky with the Icicle Crash because, as you can see now, he got flinched. So that was a bit upsetting, but I didn't really matter. I just decided to go for the Iron Defense. I think I then Pain Splitted while he went into the fucking Whimsacott. I didn't know what he wanted to do, so I just Pain Split, and then I decided to go on the attack. And he missed the Stun Spore, thank God for the 75% chance miss. So I hit him with a Shadow Ball, did a solid 50%. And then he did the Stun Spore again, got hit, but then then he finally realized that was Lumberry. So, boom, it's dead. That was the most satisfying thing in the world, killing a Whimsacott. So, and then he went into Gar, and I made a mistake because I should have realised he was scarfed or anything like that, and I should have just set it up to find out what was going on. He clicked Decimon, I clicked Shadow Ball, and the main way I was going to win. And also now, all I needed to do right now was to go into Galvantula. I could have gone into Galvantula and knocked something out. I went into Tornadus, and this is when I realised I didn't have Tailwind. No, not Tailwind. Yeah, Tailwind. I didn't have Tailwind, so I didn't know what to do. I defogged stupidly. He Hydro Pumped me dead. I could have got him. I'm actually upset with that, because even if I got Tailwind up, I would have been able to do damage to every mon in that thing and win the game. I felt like, but it could have been something else. It could have been either way. I'm just upset with that. So he died from the sandstorm. I could have easily just swapped in there and then done everything, but then all he had to do was rock polish, and he ended up winning the game. As you can see, when it comes to the end, I watched his video before making this video, and I saw that I did shake him a bit, but he was very calm and collected. He did very well. I want to say GG to Ben. He was such a great game, and I'm just going to tell him, if you want me to change from Watson, I'll change. But right now, I'm Watson, if you're upset about that. But GG's, it was a great game. It was great crack. It was very competitive. It went down to the wire. And I want to say GG once again, and that's going to be the end of the video. I'm going to try and upload a bit more regularly for a week, but then I don't know what's going to happen. So I will talk to you guys later and see you for the next video.